You see the smile on my face, man. You see the smile on my face. And it's because Liverpool are in turmoil. Liverpool Football Club are in turmoil, and I love it. There's nothing more that could make me happy. In this time of stress for myself, nothing more can make me happy than Liverpool being in turmoil. Mohamed Salah, he's saying Assalamu alaikum to Liverpool Football Club. He wants out. He wants out. Coming out after the Leeds and Liverpool game, which ended in a 3-3 draw with a dramatic late equaliser from Leeds, Mo Salah comes out and gives a blockbuster interview, basically just crashing out. His relationship with Arne Slot has broken down. He's about to go to African Cup of Nations, and the Brighton game might be his last game, and he doesn't know. He doesn't know if he's going to play, but he'll be there. And ah, I love that Liverpool Football Club are in the mud. And let's have a look at a bit more that Salah had to say.
I'm very disappointed. I'm very, very disappointed, to be fair. I have done so much for this club. Everybody can see that during the years, and especially last season. Sitting on the bench, I don't know why. Seems like the club is throwing me under the bus. That's how I feel it. I think it's very clear that someone wants me to get all the blame.
I see a lot of reaction to this interview. A lot of people coming to Mo Salah's defense. Let's be real, they were champions last season, but this is definitely one of the worst title defenses we've seen from a football club. It's definitely up there with Chelsea when they won the league and finished 10th, Leicester when they won the league. In Liverpool's last 15 games in all competitions, they've lost 9 games, they've drawn 2, which is the last 2, and they've only won 4 games. And for reigning champions, that is piss poor. Do you know what I'm saying? But I want to get a bit more into what Salah had to say. And I see a lot of people reacting to this interview. I see Rio Ferdinand's come out and really defended Mo Salah and empathizing with Salah. And listen, so do I. I do think Salah's feelings are very valid. But what I do think is that Salah is very, very smart. Salah is very, very smart because, granted, like I said, his feelings are valid. It seems like he feels that to provide for Isak, the star signing, the Premier League record signing of all time, it seems like Salah also can't be in the team, and maybe he needs wingers that are going to provide more for Isak. And you see Arne Slot talking about that he doesn't have the Jacob Murphy style of player. Is Arne Slot basically saying that I need a Jacob Murphy, I don't need a Salah in my team because Isak's his man? And I'm supposing that these are the thoughts running through Salah's mind right now. I still do think that Salah has been very smart about the way that he's gone about this. The timing of this interview that he's done, the fact that it's after Liverpool losing points again, giving away a lead again, and just a huge disappointment, and him not playing, him not getting brought on, and Arne Slot is violating it. To not bring him on, even at 2-2, is insane. So I feel like Salah's used this moment to really control the narrative that he can engineer, and he's on very high wages because he's just signed a new contract recently. He can engineer a move away from Liverpool while still being good with the fans. He's leaving as the hard done by one. He will leave as Liverpool did him wrong. Listen, Salah is a top player, so I don't doubt that even if he doesn't move to a top club, maybe because of his wage structure, he will be able to leave having accomplished everything at Liverpool and also keeping his character intact with the fans and the football world. But I do believe the way he engineered this interview to control the narrative and almost in a sob story fashion, I think it was very calculated, in my opinion. Because let's keep it real, let's zoom out. He's been benched for 3 games. 3 games in the grand scheme of things, especially when you haven't been playing well. You've been crap, Mohammed. You've been crap. Has he even contributed to any goals and assists this season? I don't know. You guys tell me what his stats are. But you've been abysmal this season. So for that reason, the manager has every right to put you on the bench for 3 games. You know what I'm trying to say? Try something else. See what's going on. And who's to say that? Listen, we're not even at January. Who's to say that coming, we're about to go into December, which is by far the busiest period in the Premier League calendar. Who's to say that Salah wouldn't find himself back in the team, start scoring again? And you know how football is, it is very fickle at times. People's opinions change and fans will fall in love and the manager can fall in love with you again and things like this. And the second half of the season, Salah's high flying like we know him and everything's good, everything's all cushy at Anfield. But instead, after 3 games, Salah has essentially thrown his toys out the pram. But I think he's done it in such a smart way where he comes off as the victim. When I don't think what's actually happened, 3 games, cool. Slot is definitely violating by not bringing him on against Leeds. Why would you not bring on Salah against Leeds when you need a goal? But I just think if you zoom out 3 games, that's what it took him to throw his toys out the pram. Think about Cristiano Ronaldo at Manchester United when Ten Hag was violating him and not playing him. How long did it take for Ronaldo to bug out? A lot longer than 3 games, and that's Ronaldo. So think about it. Think about it, guys, man. Think about it. Shout out to Salah though, man. Listen, I love the fact that he's come out and done this interview because it throws dirt on Liverpool's name. I think Liverpool are showing a bit of clout, like especially the way they moved with Trent Alexander-Arnold. I think that was classless. Salah's putting forward that Liverpool are moving classless even more. So this is beauty. This is beauty to my ears. Beauty, beauty, beauty to my ears. And I wouldn't have it any other way. I hope they lose their next. What I hope happens next is Liverpool lose their next game and Salah gets proven right even further and it just throws Liverpool off even more. That would be amazing. And Salah's even come out and said, and I know how things go, because Carragher, they'll be on Monday Night Football tomorrow for the United Wolves game. 100%. They'll be talking about this, no doubt about it. And he's already come out and said Carragher's gonna go cuss me again. Carragher's gonna get onto me again. That's how it goes. He's already combating and thinking ahead to control the narrative. Very smart from you, Salah. Very smart from you, Salah. I ain't really falling for it, but I think everybody else has. So well done. And like I said, if it means anything that's going to throw Liverpool more into turmoil, continue, proceed, carry on. But listen, man, this is one of the worst title defenses in football. And let's briefly touch on the Leeds game because there's a couple other guys I want to talk about in this abysmal period for Liverpool Football Club. And we all know who I want to get to, and we'll get to him. But the game, man, I'll run through it quickly because, to be honest, I can't be asked to talk about the game too much. I'm just happy they lost points again. But Ekitike, they were 2-0 ahead. Ekitike got a double. Really good finish for the first goal, pouncing onto a loose ball. Second goal, cross comes in from Bradley. Nice finish from the striker. But then the comeback is on for Leeds, and it starts with Konate. And what did Arnie Slot say? Konate is too often at the crime scene. You know how much of a violation that is? Konate is too often at the crime scene, and he was at the crime scene for Leeds' first goal, the penalty, once again. And now the second goal, once again. Leeds then get the second, and you're thinking, oh gosh, no signs of Salah. But very quickly, Szoboszlai gets the winner, or what seemed to be the winner, to put Liverpool 3-2 ahead. And it was a beautiful dummy from Wirtz, by the way, and a clean, simple finish from Szoboszlai. 3-2. And then they get beaten by a set piece in the last minute. Tanaka scoring for the second time in a week for Leeds to get the equaliser and take 1 point at Ellen Road. And let's talk about Van Disney. Van Disney, I'm sorry. Don't ever compare Van Disney to my legendary centre backs of the Premier League era that I grew up on in the 2000s. Don't you dare. He he is in contention along with Salah, along with other players. He is in contention to be Liverpool's worst player this season. Van Disney, he in my opinion, he could be even worse than Konate, and he's just getting away with it. Again, the cross comes in, and guys, watch it back. I'm not. He doesn't even challenge for the ball. He doesn't even jump. He doesn't even jump. Van Disney again, trying to bypass, trying to be sexy, trying to be too cool. He's wet. I'm sorry, Van. I was about to say his name, but again, we call him Van Disney over here. He is wet. Don't call Van Disney one of the best. Don't I don't mind you calling Van Disney one of the best Premier League defenders of all time, because he is. I'll give him that. You know, we talk top 10, but don't you dare put Van Disney in the top three, top five, top three, top five. I'm not even having it. Still, he's not even in that for me. And maybe I'm being biased here, but he's not even in that for me, man. He's got what, 2 Premier Leagues, 1 Champions League, Super Cup. He's done everything once, and he's added the Premier League last season. You're telling me other amazing centre backs haven't done something similar? Like, but we compare him. I'm talking about players like Ricardo Carvalho, Yap Stam in the Premier League and stuff like that. But we don't regard them as the best of Premier League all time, like as in top three. Don't you dare compare Van Disney to John Terry's, to Rio Ferdinand's, to Nemanja Vidic's. Don't. He's a waste man, and he's been one of the worst. And don't ever come for Wayne Rooney again. I've said this before. Don't ever. Does it like this is one of the worst leadership performances we've seen in a long time from Van Disney. Yeah, man. Even in even in this cross, Van Disney doesn't challenge for the ball. Konate jumps and misses the ball. And then Gravenberch, I don't know what he was doing. He basically assisted Tanaka for the equaliser. Some may argue that Liverpool really can turn this around, and maybe they can. I really hope they don't. But the league is so close. They are literally 3 points off Palace in fourth place. So, you know, the table can switch very quickly, but it is lovely to see the narrative. It is lovely to see Liverpool in turmoil by their own standards of being the reigning Premier League champions, and long may it continue. To conclude, guys, I definitely feel like Salah will be out of Liverpool by January. I don't think you do something like that at a club like Liverpool, who, even though they've been classless in recent times, in my opinion, they act like their moral high ground is through the roof at the top. So they will not accept what Salah's just done. And Salah, I believe, will not play another game for Liverpool Football Club. And I believe in January, after the African Cup of Nations or during it, Mohamed Salah will not be a Liverpool player any longer. And don't forget, Salah had the maddest Premier League season last year. Top goal scorer, top assister, the craziest numbers, probably his best season in numbers wise as well, in terms of combined goals and assists. And this is what's happening a year later, less than a year later. That's football for you guys, man. Listen, like, comment, share, subscribe, people, man. I'll see you on the next one. I'll see you tomorrow for the United game.